I'm looking at a 380 call, you guys. All right, ready? Finger on the trigger.
2, 1.
I'm in. I'm in right here. Let's go. Let's get that rule of eights out the way. There we go, right there. Rule of eights accomplished. Okay, we coming up. Everybody in here got a piece of that? All right, yeah, you guys get it. Get your money, man. All right, I'm dropping 2 right here. Rule of eights in effect, baby. I got these 2 runners right here. Uh-huh. Again, and I say it again, right? Psychological. That means mental. That's it. A lot of people can't get over that this is a mental game. And that's why they lose. Why? Because in life, everybody teaches you it's all about physical, physical, physical. They teach you nothing about mentally. They teach you a skill set, but they don't teach you how to think. You understand what I'm saying? So you look at something and you think, oh, that has to be support only because of this. It has to be resistance only because of this. Where when you look at it from my perspective, I'm like, it could be support or it could be resistance. I'm not giving any leeway to any side. Right here, over here. Let me see, where's my mouse? Over here, it's resistance. Over here is support. That's it. I mean, simple, simple, simple. Sometimes we just complicate things. And I think the more we complicate things, those are those guys that I'm talking about that know all these technical terms. They have all these theories, and that's just what they are, theories. And then if you were to really see their account, they have less money than anybody in here. A lot of them don't even really trade. A lot of them are paper trading, and they're giving you their theory, and you're paying them for their theory. So just keep it simple. That's why I always ask people, what do you think it is? And we go from there because I got to see your perspective. You understand what I'm saying? If I know how you think about it, then I know how to phrase the answer to that. To me, simply support is what? Something that supports, something you can sit on top of. Okay? It becomes resistance when it gets broken, it goes under support. And then it comes back and it can't get back above that. Now it's resistance. So to me, I just call them key levels, either side. A lot of people will tell you that support and resistance is traded different than the key level. It's the same stuff, period. Same thing. If you look at every spot here you're calling support, what's the main thing going on? Look at this guy here. Do we got a buy pressure here? No. What I'm saying is, do we have a buy pressure here? Okay, yeah, no. There's no buy pressure here, right? Now look at the next one. Do we have a buy pressure here? Yeah, there's a buy pressure. Okay, let me mark this up, you guys. Let me mark this up. Okay, so my reasoning behind this is to tell you this. The chart always tells on itself. So when I make a play and I say, this is what I just took, right? It's because the chart is telling on itself. And when the chart's telling on itself, but it does the opposite, that's when I'm surprised. I'm like, what? Okay. So look at this first touch here. This first touch here doesn't tell you that it's going up. It doesn't. You got a inside bar here, you know, and then you get another red candle here. So if you're looking at this in the moment, I wouldn't think this is going up. The only thing that would kind of key that off is this coming up higher and this coming up higher and this coming up higher. I pay attention to all that stuff. Some people don't, but I do. So I'm saying, okay, was there really an order put here? Was this a block or a sweep? You know, more than likely it was a sweep, but that's a whole nother story. But I'm like, all right. So I wouldn't know what to do here because I don't have buy pressure kicking in, or I wouldn't tell from there. I would have to depend on trend lines and different things. But at this point, looking at this in the day, comes down, bounces. Now I want to wait for what, Carlo, before I try to call this support? I want to wait for this to come down again, right? So the second time it comes down, Now, if you analyze it, take a look at it, because most people are going to see this. They're going to let it come. They're not going to take a play. It's going to get here, and then they may take a play if they're playing support levels, right here. But me, I won't really. I might snipe that, but I won't touch that for a long play, because I'd be watching up here at these key levels too, seeing how high, and then I'm like, we're getting squeezed. So I'd wait to play a breakout up here somewhere, maybe since it's doing this and I see this somewhat opposite inside bar here, I would really wait for a breakout like this to get in and play, but that's kind of at the end of the day, and that's on the 5 minute. But back to my point here is you got buy pressure right there. Why do I know there's buy pressure there? Why do I know there's buy pressure there? The 3 candles right here, look. First time, do we have buy pressure? Nope. No buy pressure here. We don't get buy pressure at the support line. We get it up here. Then we come back down to the support line. We get it at the support line. So somebody doesn't want this thing to bypass here. Comes back up. We get up a little higher. And do we have buy pressure here? Got buy pressure right there. These things tell on themselves. You didn't even notice that, right? See that? You didn't even notice that, right? You got buy pressure there. This time, nope. And then, yep. And then, yep. So this is what I mean. Huh? Okay. Right here. This first time it hit this level that we're trying to mark support in this, I'm talking strictly in this day. This guy comes down, stops here, turns around, comes back up. Because we're literally just talking about this line here. Comes back down, but this time, look, no buy pressure. Now we got buy pressure. Okay. Now we got buy pressure. So what were they trying to induce you to do right here, looking at this 5 minute chart? Up or down? That's right. Good eye. They want you to go down. We have no buy pressure. We also get wicking right here, line piercing here, that brings you back down this way. You got to remember, you guys are asking me questions now from a little bit of my perspective, right? Now, before, somebody would say, okay, this candle here is engulfing this guy, and I know this guy's going to look at this guy's red. I'm getting in here. It's going to go back down. Look at that wick. They're thinking it's going to go back down. They get in here, and then it goes up. By the time it comes up here, they're out of the play. Then it comes back down. But this time we got buy pressure. See that? Only come up to this point. Then what? Goes up, and then it comes back down. Hit your sell points. Does it again. You're thinking it's going to go down. They're trying to induce you to go down. Get a red run. Comes down to the line. You're thinking this time it's going to break. But what do they do right here? I say this all the time when I'm watching the stock. What do they do right here? Anybody? What are they doing? Right. But what do I say? I say they're doing what? They're buying up, right? They're buying up. So they're not letting it past this level. That's my point. For the day, though, okay? Came down to this level. There's no sell, no buy pressure here. So they're trying to make it look like they're going to keep going. Got this red candle. And then once they got everybody coming down, they shoot up. Okay, well, they still got sell pressure coming down because they don't want to let it pop up all the way there. Pops up here, comes back. By the time they got you inducing this way, they come back. That's how you got to think about this, guys. That's how I've been so successful at it. Okay? No buy pressure, comes down again, stops short, buy pressure. And this is one big consolidation where they're not letting you know what's going on. Comes back down, it's even higher, and we got what here? Got another buy pressure here. This is on the 5 minutes. Like, this stuff is important to pay attention to, because this is how I scalp 1,000 contracts. This is how I scalp 100 contracts. I pay very close attention to this stuff especially if I got 1,000 contracts loaded up, you guys. Sometimes I got 40 grand on the line for the next 12 seconds. You think I'm not paying attention to that? And each penny it moves up is going to make me about 1,000, probably to 1,500 bucks, depending on the cost of the contract. So you damn right I'm paying attention to that, because I could come in here, look at this, don't take a trade the whole day, then come in here and see this, see us here, and then see this continuation on this breakout of the buy pressure here. I could load up, take one right here for 146.09. This thing can shoot up right here to 146.30, and I sell right there. How much money did I make? I just made 21 grand. That's how I do it, by paying attention to all these small things. Yeah, I'm paying attention to this, which you call support, but I call it a key level. Bam, bam, and this is the part I'm gonna be paying attention to on the fourth one. Usually, third or the fourth are usually where they go up. Yeah, and when I say I got my finger on the trigger, that means I have the contract loaded. I got the price I want to buy for, and that's where I want to get in. So this guy right here? Okay. But that's where I say buying up or selling down. Why would I wait? Why would I wait right here? And what would I be looking at? Why would I wait there? What would I be looking at? Okay. Let me see. Give me 1 sec here. Let me hold on. Right. Right. But let me explain one more time, and then I want you all to answer individually, okay? Right here, we're trying to make support. This is a 5-minute chart, and we're trying to see where we're going to stop. Okay, boom, come back up. Boom, because not everybody plays. Some people play one time a day. Some people, if they don't see it, they're not playing nothing all day. Okay, I'm just happen to be a guy that plays whatever I see when I see it and play. I'm just free with it. I don't care. Some people really will not play anything if they don't see the right setup. But look, if we're playing this support line, we figure out this could be a key level where? Where do we figure it out? Right here. How do we figure it out? Well, because this guy wicked here, this guy wicked here, right? And look at that. This guy is beyond the level down here. Look at the wick. It's broken through. So they were trying to go down further than this level, but what stopped them? Oh, somebody put in a big order here. So we pop up, creating what? Buy pressure. But we couldn't get too high because why? Somebody put in an order here to come down. Okay, a smaller order here to come down. Comes down, we come back here. So this tells me they didn't want this guy to cross. That's where I determined that at, right there. Comes up, come into consolidation, we have our little breakouts. Oh, a pivot, coming back down. So now I'm looking up here saying, okay, they don't want us to go beyond this point. Coming down, and I'm starting to think, hey, if I think I can get a big play out of this, what is the best time to do this? I'm thinking, well, it's probably going to be on a run up. Why? Because bam, bam. If I'm gonna do it on a call, I'm looking, where can I scalp the call big? This is what I'm thinking when I'm taking a 100 or 1,000 contracts, or even 500 or whatever. Okay, I'm looking at this and I'm waiting for it to form because I don't want to just jump in. I'm about to take 1,000 contracts and spend 20 grand, 30 grand or whatever on this play. I don't want this guy to just any random anywhere. No, I'm paying attention. What is this guy going to do? Is it going to break through here finally, or is it going to go up? So this is my level of support. Now I got this, but this time I got buy pressure. This time I don't. This time I got buy pressure and higher up. So they don't want it to come down beyond this level. So now at this point, if I'm going to take a big play, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a call. And I know it's almost the end of the day, and I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Not one of those guys. I don't care. That's where you have to get to the point of not caring. And when you see the proper setup, you have to take the proper setup. See, a lot of you guys, when I yell out something, I get it. I understand why you're not staying in it, and that's good. But sometimes there's ones where I've rolled out where I was like, nobody stayed in it, right? I'm the only one left in it. And everybody cut out short. And I don't want you to just stay in it because Cyber's still in it. I want you to stay in it because you understand what's going on. Okay. So this last one here, what happens? We come down and we stop further up. We stop further up. Even this wick here, this trying to induce you to go down still for the newbies. Buy pressure moves up though. Buy pressure moved up from here to here to here. Okay, it moved up. So bam. This coming in. This coming in. And what you guys got to realize is on these wicks. Okay, this green candle open. It probably ran down a little, or it actually opened here. It does this, and bam, it wicks and it jumps back up. So actually on that wick, that's not gonna. Once you see this continuation, and it did that wick already, and then it passes this low level right here, right about there is probably where I'm really gonna jump in at. This is getting in quick right here at 146.08, but I probably would wait till here. That's really where I would probably jump in. Okay, and I would try to ride this up. With, like, let's say I had 100 contracts, 146.18. I'm trying to get 15, 20 cents out of it. Why? Because the amount of money it's going to add up to. You got 15 contracts, $15 times 100. That's $1,500. How far? How long? Under a minute. Literally 20, 30 seconds. That's where I'm at. You know. And if I make rule of eights, I'm scalping to see if I can come up here and move and keep moving. And that's, to me, it's not support, it's key levels, but I know some people call it support, and I know some people call it resistance. It's just a key level to me. That's it. And particularly if I was going to go big, or, you know, that's how I would have played this. I probably wouldn't have played this one, and I wouldn't have played this one because we got a direct pivot, and this starts down here. I wouldn't have did that. Okay, I might have played this pop-up on a continuation here, but that's a little hairy for me. This one, I like way better because I know this wick is going to come before this. This is why I watch the charts, you guys. This is why I watch them in real time. And that's why when I'm talking, I know people have a tendency to tune me out because when I ask questions, people are like, everybody's quiet. Nobody says nothing. And I'm like, man, okay, well, I guess I got to just keep talking. But that's the difference between taking this here and taking this here. I wouldn't take this one. This one would scare me more than this one would scare me. This would scare the shit out of me, matter of fact. I wouldn't get in here with 100, not on this pivot, because I couldn't get in till way up here, actually. Okay? It's just a matter of watching the charts at the time and seeing what's going on. That's it. And I'm thinking, when it comes to scalping, you guys, I'm thinking this too. A lot of you guys have to set goals. Okay, you got to set goals. If you're looking at the small account and how I'm trading the small account, the only thing that's killing me on the small account is I keep playing it like a big account, and it's messing me up. Because when I play a big account, like let's say we get in the morning, right? And let's say I see something here that makes me, let's say I got this lined up here, consolidation. I see this breakout and I see this and I scalp this from here to here. And now all of a sudden, you know, I did 30, 40 contracts and now all of a sudden I'm up $5,000 or whatever, right? And I'm like, house money to me because I got some other stuff going on where I'm up even more on other plays or swings that I'm looking at. I come in the morning and doing good. So I'm like, all right, now I got an extra $5,000 to play with today. Okay, I got an extra $5,000. That's house money. And now I'm going to try to double that $5,000 today. Because on my swings, I already made what I needed to make for the day. See, that's what's getting me on the small account. Because I'll come in, I'll do a play, and I'll make $200-300 on the first play. And I'm like, all I needed to make today was $80 or $100. Well, let me see if I get another extra contract in here with this 2 or whatever. Instead of just shutting it down, you know, and moving on. So it's all about the rules you set for yourself and the disciplines you set for yourself and following the plan, you know. And on this, literally doing 1,000 contracts or 100 contracts, I would literally be very disciplined on that because I know if I jump in here at the wrong time, this comes down on me. Instead of being up 24K, now I'm down 24K. And then it turns on me, you know, because to me, it's like robbing a bank. I jump in at the right time and I'm up 30K real quick. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm not playing with that. I might play around with 5,000 on that, but now I'm taking this 30K from you guys. Bye. Okay. I'm sorry about the long answer, guys, but you know me, I go into other stuff. But if I was going to do a big play, this would have been the one. Okay. Or this would have been the one on a put. If I seen this breaking after this 1, this 2, and this buy pressure, I knew I would have known this was inducement if we would have came into some sell pressure here and kept going beyond this line. But right here, right here, right here, and then the buy pressure moving up, the wick closings moving up, it would have told me we're probably going to pop up. That's why when you guys hear me during the day, and I'm like, we're probably going to pop up, and then usually we'll pop up. Because I'm looking at all that stuff. That's what you got to look at. That's it. Some people sit here all day. They won't make a play until they see they'll see something like this, and they sit there for that 10, 15 seconds, 10, 15K, 12K, 20K, no matter what, depending on what contract they played and how many, and they're gone. While you were sitting here trading all day, doing all this to come up with $300-400, they did that, and I know they have more money and whatever, but that's how a lot of people play it. Okay, what's up?